Hi, welcome back to Unboxed. Today, Madeline and I will be unboxing Take a Sip If, our new relatable party game to play with your friends.
We're going to be playing a couple rounds. We're going to be taking a sip if. We're going to be take a sip ifing. We're going to be reading the cards and taking a sip if. Take a sip if you have played a video game for more than 5 hours straight.
I'm gonna go no.
Really? Yeah. You've never played a video game for 5 hours? You don't binge game?
No, I'm not a gamer.
Interesting.
I'm not a gamer. I played Call of Duty a little bit my freshman year of high school because my brothers were into it.
Yeah.
And then I could see how addictive it was, so I stopped myself.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I can't be doing this.
She's got a PhD in maturity.
Things to do. I can't.
I am very much a binge gamer. Like, I see 5 hours and I'm like, this is a normal day for me. I feel.
You said light work.
No, literally. I'm victim to the types of games where it's like, oh, you live your day-to-day life, you decorate a house, and you might farm. So.
Okay, like I've never played The Sims. Like,
okay.
I just don't understand it. Like, why would someone do that?
I love playing God.
I'm just like, I have a life to live with things I have to do. I don't want to make a fake life where I also have to do things.
Yeah,
Is it like escaping? Like,
I'm gonna like start crying.
Is this escapism?
I guess so. I mean, I had a day. I remember when I was like 17, 18, I remember playing The Sims for like 13 hours. Like, I stopped to eat and like do basic things, but like other than that, I was locked in. Yeah, I was
locked in, loaded.
Yeah, literally. I don't know. I just really like, okay, I used to have this really, when I was younger and I'd play The Sims, I would do this thing where I would like build relationships with people and I'd be like, they're best friends now. Like, they love each other. They're married, whatever. And then I'd be like, haha, now they're turning on each other.
Oh, drama.
Now they hate each other. Like, it was very chaotic.
Okay. You were just like creating your own little reality TV.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm not God. Like,
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the longest you've gamed?
Ooh. I don't know.
Do you want that on the internet?
I don't know. So I started playing Stardew Valley recently, and it's like 15-minute like days, and then it's like 28 days for a month, and then 4 months in a year, obviously. I am at the end of the second year.
4 months in a year?
The months are like seasons in the game. So it's like, this month is called fall. This month is called spring. So there's like 4 months, but they're actually just seasons in like a full like calendar year in the game.
Okay. You're like, there's 4 months in the year, obviously.
I was like, as you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm at the end of like the second year, and it's been 2 weeks. So I don't know what my longest streak.
It's a lot of math.
Yeah, it's a lot of math. I'll put it on the screen. Anyways. Take a sip if you need a sound machine, sleep mask, sleep supplements, etc. in order to go to sleep. You can just lie down and go to sleep.
I mean, like, a fan, like, can be on. But I really just, like, I just, like, go to bed. I have my, like, the Aura Ring, and so it'll tell me my, like, latency of, like, how long it takes me to fall asleep. I feel like it's usually less than 10 minutes. I think.
How do you silence the voices?
Well, sometimes there's like, I don't think I really have like voices. I think I just have like the voice. Okay. Yeah, sorry everyone. If you have voices and looking for tips, I'm not the person. There's occasional voices that like to pop up, but we don't have like main typical characters that like to stay around.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes it can like get up to 20, but like that's usually just me like thinking about stuff in the day that I like hadn't had time or like space to like think about yet, but it's not me being like, oh my god. It's not making me like, oh my god, remember that one thing I said in 7th grade? Like, embarrassing. No, that's not the vibes with me going to sleep.
Interesting.
I just go to bed. Yeah.
I listen to Reddit stories to listen to at 3 a.m. to fall asleep
every night.
Like, maybe like every other night, but it's like either that or a video essay on something stupid.
What are the stories?
I don't know. I fall asleep listening to them.
So they're boring?
I mean, I don't know if the stories are boring or if the guy's voice is just boring. It's this one specific YouTuber I watch every single time. And he has a British accent.
Shout out. You helped Madeline sleep.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, he's a British accent.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Take a sip if you played sports as a kid and wanted to be good at it but weren't. Were you good at them?
I was good.
Okay. Okay. Anyways,
no, I played soccer growing up.
Okay.
And I almost played in college, but decided not to because I was over it at that point. But yeah.
When I was in high school, I played field hockey.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I could see this for you.
I was aggressive, so I was like good at, and I'm left-handed, so it's like a left-handed sport,
oh my God.
so it like worked out.
Lefties.
Yeah.
Slay.
but like I don't like running. Like I don't know why I played like a sport that's like so running intensive.
No, it's so back and forth.
Yeah, I like don't like running. But for some reason I was the team captain because I was
oh my God.
I was democratically elected.
Wow.
United States member.
Look at her.
Sorry.
Are you kidding me? There's an athlete in front of me.
I was just nice to everyone, so they were like, I want her to be in charge. And then everybody would skip practice, and I was like, guys, come on.
Oh, Madeline. No, I never played field hockey, but a lot of soccer girls did play field hockey and lacrosse. But I never tried it.
It's like the pipeline.
Yeah. Because it's not really a sport you play as a kid.
No,
you just
kind of
like happen into it in high school.
Yeah.
It's just like weirdly appears.
Yeah, like somebody's like, oh, I'm going to tell my entire soccer team to play field hockey so we can all be friends over multiple seasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Where does field hockey go? It just like exists in like high school and college.
Yeah,
and then... And maybe there's like a professional field
Yeah.
hockey league somewhere, but like
one of our coaches was a dad and his daughter was on the team, but he played field hockey in Australia. So I guess it's big there.
Like he played field hockey?
Yeah, like a man playing field hockey.
Oh, there's men's field hockey?
Apparently.
Oh.
They don't wear the skirts.
No like kilts.
Yeah, literally.
Interesting. Okay. Because I'm like, lacrosse is lacrosse, but yeah, because I feel like there's not really like guys like field hockey.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Wow. The more you know.
Take a sip if Wordle is your bitch.
I don't do
We
Wordle.
should shuffle these. I am a big New York Times Games person. Like, I play every single word game ever, and it's fun.
I think it's interesting. People talk about it though, but then the thought of it just like leaves my brain. Like I've never thought like, oh, I really want to start doing Wordle. A lot of people I know like are very into it, do it every day. It's so cute. My best friend does it with her mom, and they start with the same word every time. And so it's so sweet.
Strat.
So the only time I ever do it is if I'm like with her and she's doing it, then like sometimes I'll like look, or if like someone's like doing it and they're like struggling, like I'll take a peek. But I forget it exists.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I do the Wordle with my boyfriend every night, and literally every single day we either start with the word adieu or audio, because it uses like almost every vowel and then just like one consonant. Because every word has vowels, but then like it's a matter of, do we value the O more or the E more this day? Oh. Yeah. So we always get the Wordle.
Interesting. How quickly do you usually get it?
Yesterday we got it in the third round, but usually we usually are like fourth round.
Okay. Wait, do you guys do it together?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But he like thinks way faster than me, so I'm like, you're not allowed to say anything until I've formed a thought.
Have you guys done it separately before, or you only do it together?
We only do it together.
But what if you did it like separately but together? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I paid for the New York Times subscription. He doesn't want to pay for it. So I'm like, let's do it.
Okay, so
it's a freeloader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense then. That makes sense.
Take a sip if cilantro tastes like soap to you. Mackenzie does not have this gene.
My glass has not been touched.
I will need to be peeing after this.
Said dibs on the bathroom.
Cilantro does taste like soap to me, yes. And when I was younger, I'd be like, I can't eat anything with cilantro in it. However, nowadays, you miss out on so much when you can't eat cilantro. Like, you can't enjoy Mexican food, you can't enjoy Vietnamese food. Like, I literally told myself, get over it. Like, I'll take out some of it if it's like way too much, but sometimes I just like meditate and I'm like, you don't taste soap. It's not real.
Does it work?
I can finish my food and I can enjoy my food, but if I like think too
Okay,
hard,
but then like if it tastes like soap to you, then like what is the point of even having it there? Just say no cilantro.
that's true. But sometimes like I guess sometimes it just ends up there, or like
Can you like take it off? I feel like it's usually like a little garnish.
Also, sometimes it's like the social pressure.
The social pressure of cilantro. No one's talking enough about the social pressure of cilantro eating.
God.
That Madeline is feeling.
Exactly.
Let us know in the comments if you're also feeling the social pressure of cilantro. Oh, interesting. No, yeah, I feel like I'll have it on like whenever there's like a street taco where it's like onion and cilantro, but I can't say I've ever like really noticed the cilantro per se.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It's just kind of there. I don't have a lot of thoughts about it.
Lives. Like you can lie down and go to bed. Like you can.
No,
eat
I
cilantro.
still have questions about those stories that you listen to.
I will send you the link.
I feel like I would want to then listen.
Yeah, it's really helpful.
Like, I know some people read to like fall asleep. Reading does not make me sleepy. I stay up till 2 a.m. reading. I'm like, one more chapter, it's fine. And then I'm going to bed at 2 a.m. reading ACOTAR. So, yeah.
I can't even begin to imagine what that's like. Take a sip if you are 50% more attracted to someone with an accent.
I mean, one, yes. I feel like it depends on the accent, though.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Like, British accent, down. Australian, down. I'm assuming, like, New Zealand's kind of the same vibe. Down. Mm-hmm. Hispanic accent, down. Mm-hmm. I've heard that, like, a German accent isn't super great. I think it's just, like, really harsh. I've heard. I don't know. I'll have to go on, like, a little tour.
My only reference for any
thoughts.
German adjacent accent is Dr. Doofenshmirtz. So I'm like, okay.
You're like, was he a little... interesting. No, but let me know if this changes anything for you. Whoa. I'll just talk like this for the rest of the time, actually.
Adele!
Adele! She's the only British person you know.
Yes. Okay. Take a sip if road rage, all in caps, just road rage.
Like a small sip.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna...
But not in a, like, follow your car way.
Okay.
More in, like, how did this many people get their license way. There's just, like, a lot of confusion in, like, how people are that bad.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just, like, very calm. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Just get caught and be like, dude.
Just, like, deadpan, like...
I'm like, come on.
I'm just like, you're joking. You're joking. But no, never any, like, middle fingers or anything.
Yeah, I'm
either.
too scared to get shot.
Yeah. There's people in the world that I don't trust them, you know? And so that's just, like, as a woman, it's not quite the vibe. Like, shaking your phone. With the mic. Woo! Earthquake! Not like boogie from before. No. If anything, I like to give just like a good like thumbs up to just be like, good job, like in like a very sarcastic way. I was talking about this recently with them, and they were saying they do a good thumbs down, which is obviously more of a clear message. But I feel like the thumbs up is just so like attitude, whereas like thumbs down is like. But it's like, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. What about you?
I do have road rage, but not like middle fingers or anything like that, because I'm too scared of consequences. I'll literally just be like, like sometimes I get like if I get like cut off by a car or like something happens where I'm like almost in an accident and the car is like beat up, I'll literally just yell, "That's why your car is fucked up!" Like literally. But also,
not your first rodeo, bitch.
No, I'm like somebody's not afraid to crash. But
not your first time.
Sometimes though, like when people let me merge or something, I'll just like hold up a hand heart or just be like I love you,
a little Gen Z, little.
Yeah, literally. So maybe like I do have road rage, but I also have like road
kindness,
road love.
Do you hand heart like this or this?
I'm this.
This?
Yeah.
Okay, because you just did this, and I was like, do people do this
I do it
too?
kind of like ironically.
Oh, this is the ironic hand heart.
like,
This is the real one.
Yeah, this is like when I'm locked in and I'm dead ass.
For me,
I'm like,
dead ass.
Okay. Take a sip if you like complicated board games that are hard to explain.
Crickets. No. I feel like I grew up playing like Settlers of Catan with my family, and that's not even that complicated. Like I think there's ones like Risk and stuff where they would like stay up into the night playing it, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
There's just like what was the reason? But no, I don't like things that are complicated. I feel like that's why our games are like make sense to me, because it's like very easy to learn, and you kind of cannot read the rules sometimes too. You just kind of play it.
Yeah.
Like this, like you literally are pulling a card, and if you relate to it, you take a sip. Like it's pretty simple.
Yeah. I can't even play Monopoly.
I like did not grow up playing that.
Yeah.
I can't be doing that.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not very woke of you to be good at Monopoly.
I have things to do. I can't be playing Monopoly.
No, literally.
You guys, I can't be doing that.
Why would I roleplay being a landlord? Like, anyways.
Embarrassing in this economy. Okay.
Take a sip if you've ever had beef with a coworker or boss.
Oh. Yes. You said chug. I mean, maybe at some point I probably didn't like someone. I think I often can not like people.
When I was in high school, I had this boss. I worked at a sandwich shop.
Oh.
And I had a boss who was like nuts.
What sandwich shop? Name names.
Subway. I had a boss who was
my God,
cuckoo bananas. Like, he literally like was never in the store because we didn't have like a manager because our store was so small. So it was literally just me, a 17-year-old, and like my coworker who we went to the same high school. Like he was 16 and we like went to the same school. So it was just two teenagers like running this entire store. And instead of like showing up, helping us out, whatever, he would literally sit at home on his laptop watching us through the security cameras. And like, and like sometimes if we
does Subway know?
It was his store. He was like the owner.
Oh,
yeah, he's like the franchise owner.
Okay.
Yeah, so he just did whatever he wanted. And I remember like there'd be times where like somebody would grab a drink from like the fridge or something, and he'd like the phone would ring like 2 minutes later, and he'd be like, "Did you pay for that?" Just very like micromanaging from the comfort of his home.
I wonder what he was like doing. Like, did he literally just like sit and watch this for like?
I mean,
8 hours a day.
It
more
seems like a year after I left, I heard that he had a heart attack. So like maybe he just stresses himself out.
Did he die?
No.
Okay.
He's alive. And
he's alive.
He's alive and kicking.
He's alive.
Yeah. This is why I'm really glad that this company is like normal. Everybody here is not crazy like that.
You don't get watched on cameras.
Yeah, exactly. We're just chill guys here.
Yeah. Wow. I'm learning so much. Play Take a Sip because you learn a lot about your coworkers, about your friends. Shameless plug.
Take a sip if you've talked your way out of a speeding ticket. You seem like somebody who would. That's why I had to put it in.
I feel like a half a sip.
Okay.
Because I didn't talk myself out of it, but I also never got it either.
Okay.
I was driving too fast to get out of it. It was COVID. Mm-hmm. And so they the courts were closed and all of that. Right. And so it kept getting pushed back. And then they just never ended up putting it in the system. So I never got my ticket. Wow. Yeah.
Thanks, COVID.
Really works out.
One good thing you did.
One of the good perks of COVID. A lot of not good, but
yeah.
Thank you. Saved me a few $100s probably.
Okay. Take a sip if you'll only go to a concert if it's seated because standing is for suckers. Thoughts on seated versus standing?
I think you have a seat, but you're going to end up standing.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
do people sit for concerts?
Apparently. That's a whole I've seen people have discourse over that, but I personally will always stand because I like dancing at concerts.
Yeah, and it's just I feel like it feels more interactive and you're there instead of just
Like, oh, are we watching the opera? Is that why we're sitting?
Like, who's gonna be at, like, the Eras tour? Like,
good show.
yay. Like, you gotta be, like, up, you know?
Like, I can get it for maybe, like, the top levels of, like, maybe you don't want to fall, or, like, you get
a little scared of heights.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Don't want to take a tumble. Now, I feel like for, like, some things, like, I know there's certain amphitheaters where it's, like, seating and then maybe, like, a lawn section in the back or something. I feel like the lawn, if it's, like, chill, like, maybe you could, like, just, like, sit and hang, kind of, if that's the vibe going on.
Yeah.
But then even you're like just so far back, so it's almost worth like just like getting a seat.
Yeah, literally.
But to then stand, you know.
I have designated concert shoes because I'm always ready to stand, but I'm also pretty short. So like I have these 6-inch shoes that just make me like average height at a concert.
Are they comfortable?
No.
To stand in?
No, but
because you're tall, but at what cost?
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
They're comfortable for my eyes, not comfortable for my feet.
They're 6 inches?
Yeah. Which for me, I'm like your height when I'm 6 inches tall.
How tall are you?
5'4".
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah. Wow. So it's not like, I'm not like trying to like tower over anyone, but I just like need a fighting chance.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Concerts are pain, man.
Yeah. Take a sip if you're nasty and wear shoes in the house. Really?
Yeah.
You do not have the vibe of somebody who wears shoes in the house.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What's my vibe?
You give like, maybe when you get, I like imagine like you get home and you're like, I'm gonna get such a good night's sleep. And then you like put on these like bunny slippers and like walk around the house in like a fluffy robe. Like that's the vibe you give.
Okay, I don't own a robe. I do have slippers, but they have blue butterflies on them and not bunnies.
Okay, my bad.
But no, shoes fully everywhere in the house.
Really?
Yeah. I just like grew up like that. I don't know.
In the house?
And then people will come in and be like, are you guys like a house where you take your shoes off? Mm-hmm. No, everybody wears shoes in my house.
Interesting.
Yeah. My roommates wear shoes. We all wear shoes.
Mm. In Filipino cultures, like they usually, like people usually wear shoes, like shoes off in the house. Mm. I've never really thought about why. I think because everybody has like a pair of like slippers or something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like sometimes keeping my shoes on, and maybe I think this is a study. Could be totally making this up though. But like, if I keep my shoes on from like when I've been out doing things, and I keep my shoes on and then I'm in the house doing stuff, I feel more productive because I feel like I'm like doing stuff and I'm like still in that mode.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
Sometimes my shoes overstimulate me, I can't lie. So when I'm home, I'm like ready to take them off. It's the same if I'm wearing like jeans.
Oh.
Like I'm like, I have to change out because it's like a lot.
You can't relate, but I'm sorry that happens to you.
Can't sleep, can't wear shoes. Like, what can you do? Take a sip if you think plants count as pets.
No.
Take a sip if your pet is literally your biological child. For context, Mackenzie has a shit ton of plants. That's why we laughed.
I do have a ton of plants. There's probably about 30 plus, but okay. About to say, my pets, my dog and my cat, are my daughters. Those are my children. Mm-hmm. I don't want actual children, so therefore those are my children.
Makes sense.
I did, in fact, birth a German Shepherd mix and a tortoiseshell cat.
Congratulations.
They look a lot like me. Mm-hmm. We're a whole little family, you know? Plants as pets, I don't understand that.
Got it.
Like, I get the whole, like, oh, pets are the new kids, plants are the new pets. Like, I get that that's, like, the thing, especially in this economy, you know? But plants are just plants. Because in my mind with my plants, I've had so many at this point that, like, if one of my plants starts dying, like, I'll kind of do something to fix it. But then otherwise, like, that thing's going. Yeah. I'm getting a new one.
No, like, strong
That's not how you should be with pets.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, maybe it's also, like, a numbers thing. Because if you have so many now, you're like, okay, well, I can, like, spare to lose one. But, like, if you have, like, pets, you only have, like, one or two, then it's, like, this is...
Also, just, like, an alive being versus, like, a plant.
Yeah. Yeah, true. You know what?
One's easier and better to replace than the other.
Yeah, might have missed that part.
Don't go killing off your pets to just replace them. Hopefully you're not doing that.
Yeah. Anyways, this took a turn.
But yeah, no, my My brothers and I don't have kids. My brothers might have kids at some point, but my mom has no grandchildren yet. So she calls the pets her grandkids. And so my dog is her granddogter.
Oh,
and
that's cute.
My cat is her grandkitty.
Cute.
No, very cute.
Slay.
Very cute. I'm making the merch now.
Take a sip if you love those little minion freaks. I feel like I have to defend myself. I wasn't always a minion person.
You gotta sip first.
Oh.
Maybe multiple.
I wasn't always a minion person.
Yeah, what changed you?
It started as a joke.
How did this happen?
I literally was like with my friends and like I got suggested this really goofy looking minion filter on Snapchat and I just started using it because I thought it looked so funny. And then we were like, oh my god, let's go to Universal. And I was like, oh my god, guys, wouldn't it be so funny if I dressed up as a minion? Because I had overalls, like I had brand new overalls around that time and I had a yellow shirt and I was like, I'll just dress as a minion. And then I got there and then my friend was like, wouldn't it be so funny if you bought that minion backpack? And I was like, you know, it would be funny. It's like a baby carrier. Like, because I'm like, you know, a minion holding a small minion. And then we went one more time and one of my friends goes, you really like minions, so I got you these. She just like hands me like, she like opens her fist and there's like minion figurines in there. Okay. And I'm like, okay, this was kind of
so weird. I'm like not into minions.
Yeah, I was like, this was like kind of ironic, but weird okay. Gift. I put it in my bag. And I put it in my minion backpack because like it's a Universal backpack. I'm bringing it back to Universal. Yeah. We get to the bag check. Yeah. We get to the bag check and they're like, do you have an inhaler in your bag? I was like, yes. And they're like, can you take it out? And I'm like, oh god, because my backpack's like stuffed. So I like unzip this minion backpack and I know that my yellow inhaler is inside my yellow makeup bag. So I pull out the yellow makeup bag from my minion backpack and then all the minion figurines I stuffed in there just go flying into the little like TSA looking bin. Yeah. So here I am, a girl dressed like a minion with a minion backpack.
With these minions exploding out.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Just...
Do you really like yellow?
No. It's probably one of my least favorite colors.
Like, why is everything yellow?
I just like, it's like a bit, but it's gone too far.
Okay, but now it's serious.
Yeah, I mean, like, my friends got me, like, little minion pop figurines for Christmas and stuff, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I like minions.
Is it still a bit to you, or do you like them now?
I think I like them now.
Okay.
I think they've grown on me. Yeah, artificially, but, like... Yeah.
Little... stamp of commit to the bit on that one.
Commit to the bit a little too hard.
Yeah, when you commit to the bit too hard and then you love minions. Interesting. Okay.
Take a sip if you were ever in Boy or Girl Scouts.
For a week.
She did not commit to the bit.
No, I was in kindergarten and all we did was color and I got bored.
Such a you answer.
So I quit. And what's annoying, so my brother was a Boy Scout. He like went all the way to Eagle Scout, whatever. But he would go on all these sick camping trips and like all this stuff. I don't know what the Girl Scouts like totally do. I feel like they're just kind of known for the cookies. Yeah. Boy Scouts sold like popcorn, but I don't think that ever really took off. Yeah. People just like the cookies, but I don't understand why Girl Scouts isn't like Boy Scouts. Yeah. Like, why are the girls not going on like sick ass camping trips and like doing all of this stuff and like learning all these like survival things? Like, why am I coloring? I don't want to be coloring. I want to be doing cool shit, you know? So I lasted a week.
Just, you know, she wanted to get.
Yeah. If Girl Scouts get any better and you stick through it, let us know in the comments. Did you do anything cool if you were in Girl Scouts? I want to know.
That's true. I feel like.
Because I did not stick around to find out.
I feel like every Girl Scout I met is like, oh, I can do this like really cool thing. Like, I remember that, oh, God, I feel like.
The sashes are sick. Yeah. The sashes with all the patches, that's a look. Mm-hmm. That would eat.
Okay, last question. Take a sip if you think the ocean is scary.
Yeah. Cheers. Is this no, we've sipped at the same time before. Have we?
I would be shocked if we did.
This is our first sip together.
Okay. You go first.
It's their place, not mine.
Yeah. Real. That's how I feel about space.
I don't need to know. Yeah. No, I've grown up in San Diego my whole life, never surfed once. It's kind of scary out there. There's jellyfish, there's stingrays, there's sharks. I think it's the sharks that really does it for me of why I'm not interested. I'm just like, I don't need to find out. I don't need to be the statistic. I don't need to be the one. I'm not interested. Also, the ocean's huge. Yeah. Huge. So much we don't know about it. Or that they're not telling us.
Ocean conspiracies.
Yeah, ocean conspiracy theories. If you have any, let us know. But yeah, again, kind of just like, you know what, I'll have the land, you guys have the sea. Like,
So
I'm
true.
rocking with that, you know?
Yeah. I feel like, for me, it's just what you said about everything being super big. I don't know, what is it called? Like what? Like megalophobia or something, where you're scared of big things.
Oh.
I didn't think that I was scared of big things until I saw this picture of like a storm in the ocean and like a ship, just like a tiny ship with like a huge thing. Or like when I see like pictures of like whales, like in the ocean, I'm like, that's really big.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't like salt water particularly. Like, hurts my eyes, just gets everywhere,
God.
like, makes my skin feel weird.
I actually can't handle water getting in my eyes too.
Yeah.
Like if I surfed, I think I would legitimately need to wear goggles. And I don't know if I can pull that look.
Yeah. I also
I don't
don't
know
like,
if I can do it.
I don't like how unpredictable the ocean is.
Yeah.
Like, when people are like,
Yeah.
oh, like, what the hell is a rip current? Like, that's scary. Like, why is it not just moving the same way every time?
The moon, man.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful and mysterious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad she's fake. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, it's not fake, but the landing was.
No.
Just kidding. I don't know. If you have facts about that, let us know.
The moon or the ocean?
The moon landing, particularly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all our cards for today. If you enjoyed, take a sip if. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.